What can lack the government? All the ministers in the government, they can laugh. They know they put out all hustle, everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one firm that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Antonin April Godson Win, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, everybody can say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Onegi.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in jaw, horses money is single, parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were in jaw, 100 years back and forth, Garage life didn't go up. Yeah, West to all they betray the labor. Yeah, get called over to finish give out. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank and we are leaving, oh. I saw the 100 days last time I be the quota, oh. But what on the tree here will go? Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree here will go? Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree here will go? Waka, oh. We tire, oh.
Now the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting and we're going. And when we're talking, say the tip I got to win to all wrong. You can just be looking at all that to say sleeping monk, the men are pong. Expressing my feelings on this song, the 22 minute roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking say we are coming up, bro. They been bossing from Ghana, the people send police for A, yellow machine from China, they come and say let no but A.
Yama, when I'm feeling from yeah, just like what I've been poor in mess.
What they get it, made them to answer. What they get it, made them to answer.
What on the tree here will go? Waka, oh, we tire, oh, Waka, oh, what on the tree here will go? Waka, oh, we tire, oh.
Oh, what play the freedom of speech? Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech? When you thought you get the comment like Saki.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, by a fake impression. They get it drop and lead the people without expectation. Like who's that part is in the house and when the train will go. But how the train will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all do back give up. But who think on the budget? Like they see me and I think on CPP document. The house are selling like deal on a young people property. My uncle prison, Jerry praying for Baga to rap it. The country pie on us so we can understand it. See how the people crying.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trigger-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill the very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the cheers of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember, the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear. Resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and aid will come. Believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
The Bwaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bwaka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain a peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Sawyer time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenant position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we're in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson said, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagreed and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest, we went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
And the government need to really, really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure, they come say, even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You do your impact.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told you for what? You're not football.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen Johnson because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for him? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Connections there, you not get it.
No connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. No, I'm sure no he, no tea.
when he was 12 years under Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes, yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact. The Senate got a trap of Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything, and the position statement for those commissioners who decided from body.
So what a wonderful way to say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending your geographic location. And we're so grateful to be here again this wonderful Friday evening to discuss more about our country. And we will not get tired saying this, and we will continue to say it. And fight, that's the fight. So that's why we always say it, that this is our country, and this country is ours. And this is the country that we can never be deported. So we got to fight. We need to stand tall. Yes, in spite of the different, circumstances, the different situations, but yet and still, we should not give up. Yes, we will not give up on Liberia. And certainly not, we will not give up. We'll never give up on our country. Let's keep fighting for our country. This is our country. This is the only country we have. We have nowhere else to go. So that's why we got to be strong. We got to keep fighting for our country. So how you doing? I guess you guys are doing okay. How was the week? And I just hope that, the week was okay. And we started from Monday, Tuesday, and today we in the weekend. Today is Friday, and the weekend starts today. So we're grateful again to be here. And through the kind courtesy of the great Anthony at Law, like we'll always appreciate him because he's one person who is always there to make sure that yes, at least others can be able to have some leverage. Yes, when I say leverage in terms of helping them get some opportunities at least so that they can be able to explore, so that yes, people can know what they're capable of doing. So that they can be able to unleash their capabilities. So that's the kind of person he is. So the great Anthony at Law. And so we'll always keep him in our prayers because he always there helping people. Because that's why the Bible says, blessed, is the hand, the one that gave, not the one that received. They say God blesses people with good hearts. So those people with good hearts, God blesses them. God helps them because God looks at your hearts. At your heart, God looks at your heart before he helps you. Yes, because if you get bad heart, you get wicked heart, God will not help you. God will not open door for you. And that's true, honestly. And that's the reality. When you get bad heart, God look at your heart. God will not open door for you. Because God wants to help you so that you can help others. Yes. So God will not be able to, help everybody at once. So God said, but the man, send the man, let me make the breadwinner for the family. Because when I make them the breadwinner for the family, so he will be able to stretch hands to other family members. He will be, able to help others. And that's how God helps people. And the great Anthony God said, well, it's no exception to that. So, and in spite of everything, that's why he continued to, prevail over, the different situations. He continues to overcome them. And he will certainly continue to overcome them. So how you doing? I guess you guys are doing okay. So we are grateful again to be here. My name is Newton Tokba, and we are certainly grateful again to be here this evening to discuss more about our country. Too many things happening in the country. Like normally we just leave everything in bundle. So though we can discuss some of them, yes, certainly we will continue to discuss them because we want to make sure that the right things are done. So yes, why that's true that I want to make sure those things, the right things are done in our country. But sometimes, sometimes you just talk, sometimes you will keep talking. Sometimes you want to give up. But we can't be telling you that we should not give up on our country, Liberia. Then we're giving up. No. So we should serve as example. Yeah, for you guys to follow. We should be able to, to reinvigorate the spirit, to reawaken your spirit. If you get tired, you get very, oh, I think I'm tired about Liberia. No, we must be able to encourage you, to tell you that no, don't get tired. Let's keep fighting. Things will get okay. Freedom itself is not free. Freedom is not free. There are people who fought for freedom in their countries, in their respective countries. There were people who lost lives before they started to benefit from those freedoms that they fought for. Like South Africa, like India, other countries around us. There were people who stood up for their country. But it tells you everything was rosy. No, everything was not rosy at me. Everything wasn't rosy. Things were tough. Along the way, people lost lives. People died. And those people lost lives just for, others. Yeah, incoming generation. So all the things with 40 years today, maybe the day the benefit comes, when the benefit shall have come, maybe we'll not be alive. Yeah, that's the reality. When the day Liberia get better, maybe we'll not be alive. We'll not be there. But we're not doing it for us, for our generation. We're fighting for the next generation that will come. The next generation that will come. And that's the generation we are fighting for. It's not about us. When we stay alive, yes, we'll benefit. If we don't benefit, our children, our children's children, our grandchildren will benefit. So when you're fighting for something, it's not about you. That yes, I'm fighting for the thing because I want to benefit. There are people who fought for freedom. They didn't even lay out the freedom. They didn't see the freedom. They didn't benefit from the freedom. Yeah. Before the freedom came, they were dead. They went. But at least they had all the family. Family that continuity. Family still living. Yeah. And that's it. That's the reality. So we got too many things we're going to be looking at tonight. How do you call it? The diaspora edition of Face the Issues is about, major happiness during all the major happiness during the course of the week. So we highlight them. Too many things happen during the course of the week. But amongst those issues, we have cataloged few issues that we're going to be looking at. And the few issues we are going to be looking at are issues that are very cardinal. I think you may be aware, Criminal Code A and order subpoena the Claho Foundation to provide documents in relation to the foundation, all of that, the BMC, the contractual agreements and all of that. So we're going to be looking at that. And, the United Party people are good at making up stories. So quite recently, I think it was during the midweek, right? Yeah, I think Wednesday, something like that. The middle of the week, they started running around how, Elon Musk, they had discussion when they went for that, the World Economic Forum and in Switzerland. And we saw our foreign minister with picture. And she said, she and Elon Musk, they took picture. And Elon Musk has agreed to, invest in Liberia, all of that. But this is not strange. In fact, we remember when Bouaka took office, New Day. When President Bouaka took office, New Day. I think all on the social media again, they said President Bouaka and Elon Musk were doing video call. Hey, I saw that video. So since the president, the man who the president for the country, he and Elon Musk said they did that video call more than 2 years now. So the president and Elon Musk spoke, they were doing video call. The United Party people were running with that against, Elon Musk called Bouaka. They were talking, Elon Musk can invest. He can be la whole lofa can be based on how they call it Marshall or what in it. I know that company. So company Elon Musk was bringing the lofa. So the paper Elon Musk was doing video call. You can see Elon Musk, you see the phone in the paper here, you see Elon Musk on the screen. So the president and Musk spoke 2 years ago and nothing happened. Then a foreign minister. It's just like the man who's a father for the horse. The man goes somewhere. He goes there. And his presence didn't yield any result. Then he said the geoball, that the geoball will go there, something happened. When the father said when there, nothing happened. You tell me now. For God. But this, so let me bring brother. Let me have brother. Yeah, let me have brother. Okay. My friend and brother, bro, from France. Yeah, the French man. Let me add, bro, to the stage.
Yeah, my man. We are here. Sorry for last week, my man. And greeting there to Teacher Light, and then all of our people, our classmates that are currently in class. We only have a privilege to be near the teacher. But we are all students. We learning. We're going through the process. So I want to say greetings to all of our classmates. I don't like to call them followers.
Yeah, certainly they are.
I don't like to call people followers, but they are our classmates. I want to say greetings to all of you. We are all in class today. We came here to learn. We're learning from the fountain of teacher life, the wisdom of teacher life. After he finished doing all the dirty work during the week, I can listen to him every day, but the few days we can be lengthy in the work. So when I come home, I can be Peter, I can be listening to him. Then sleep can carry me. Then in the morning again, when I'm going to work, I will just put him on replay while I'm going to work. You know that I listen to the rest. Yeah. He's doing extremely well. Teacher life is one of the human beings. When you talk about commitment to this revolution, someone who didn't benefit at all. Look at people like you. Yeah. Just where you know people, life is some kind of way. Eh? People sometimes who really believe in something, and the people who sometimes can be closer to the power that be. I think we need to seek for that transformation. So I'm here. We gave glory to God, and we are grateful to be here, and we happy to keep on moving. Thank you, my brother Nathan.
Thank you, and welcome once again, bro, the freshman. So that bonsoir, bonsoir.
Yeah, right now it's bonsoir because it's in the evening, so it's bonsoir.
Bonsoir. So they get bonjour, bonjour in the morning, bon après midi, the afternoon.
That's the afternoon, yeah.
Okay, yeah. But I benefited for the 40 of Willow, bro.
Don't got trouble, but you already saying the thing. I didn't teach you. So I don't think you're benefiting from me right now. You only asking me to verify it. So you only asking me to verify, but in real life, you most of the time when we were looking French in Liberia, not new today. Do you know that throughout my life, I never thought I could live in France.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. But today, I'm living in France, and I'm so happy to be living in France because I love the French life. It's very quiet, smooth moving. Yeah, no, you don't see guns in the street. Like the way sometimes when I hear people from other countries talking about guns, yeah, you don't see that. A very quiet environment, nice place to be, romantic place to be, sweet place to be. Yeah, I love this place. Yeah, that what brought our senior brother Carlos Gray in trouble because when he saw the romantic move of this place, he came here to get married.
Hey, bro. All right, bro. So let me add the stage. Leo, our brother. Leo is backstage. Let me add him to stage.
Yeah, Leo.
So Leo from the US. Leo has just joined us from the United States, the great United States, the biggest.
Yeah, the greatest country on planet Earth.
Yeah, the world superpower. So Leo,
definitely. When they cough, when they sling, the whole earth catches cold.
Yeah.
Trump, the man know how to use the power of America. That's why I like Trump.
Yeah.
The man know how to use the power of America.
He knows how to use power. United Party.
No, UP party are extremists. Trump. Let me tell you the difference between Trump and UPs. Trump is not separating American. Trump is there for the real legitimate American.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I may get it wrong because I'm not living there.
Yeah, that's the
anytime Thank you. Anytime you hear Trump not going against people that Leo them. No. Trump is going against criminals that enter in their society and trying to exploit it, like Richard Kuhn, who married to his sister.
Yeah, illegal immigrants and all of that.
Illegal immigrants. So you think you will love for people to come to Liberia illegally and be benefiting from your wife?
Certainly
If your
not.
country was correct, you will not like it. Let me tell you something, my brother. Sometimes we got to put ourselves in the shoe of other people. If it was in your shoe, will you allow it? You can't allow it. So, but UPs, just imagine UP people, they separate Liberia. They look at certain Liberians, they say they are CDC and they don't get sense. You're not doing it. You're not doing that kind of thing. Do you know Liberia is divided? When you identify yourself to be CDC, UP people say you not get sense. In fact, they say you stupid. They ostracize you. But Trump, now that Trump bring everybody together, all he wants is let the real American enjoy their country while the foreigners to get out who are not legitimate. That's the policy. So he got no relationship with UP. UP, they are tourist group.
But yeah,
They are tourist group.
Let me bring greetings. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Yeah, you're audible, Leo. Yeah, let me bring greetings to my Liberian people. Happy Friday to our listening audience via social media by the way of Radio Land. Want to say happy Friday to you all. Of course, let me say big up to Teacher Light, my little brother Newton, and of course the William bro himself. We've been missing you, mama. You've been missing MIA.
Yeah, my man. Sometimes we can go on a cover to go in Moscow, my man. Not easy.
It's necessary.
2029 far, so taking it lepe.
The way I see you, it tells me that the winter I hate you, now they're number 4.
Yeah, number 4.
The cold I hate you, now they're number 4. Well, it's all right.
Number 4, my brother.
Good to be here. Good to be here. Newton, how are you, my man? I'm okay, Leo. I'm okay. Good to see you. Good to have you on as well.
So Leo, what are the top Leo and Newton, what are the topics tonight? Because we need to jot them down and go by point and make sure we discuss them lengthily.
Yeah, so like I said, before you guys came, I think I informed the audience that most because the diaspora edition of the program faced the issues is about highlighting major events that happened during the course of the week. So amongst those issues that occurred during the course of the week, and we highlighted the issue that has to do with, because we're looking at the importance of the issue, right? The issue that has to do with the Criminal Code A subpoenaing the Claho Foundation to provide all relevant documents, contractual, agreement, BMC, blah, 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 and all of that. So we'll look at that. And then the Elon Musk issue, the Unity Party people, they running all around here. And Elon Musk agreed. They got me invest how many 900 million. What kind of thing is it? Yeah, all that thing. Yeah. So yeah. So So the reason why we'll look at that Elon Musk issue is I want to demystify some of the lies. That's all. Yes, demystify some of the lies.
And please, you want to add on something about the yellow machine. Also, they got so-called yellow machine. There are some. Teacher Let touched on it yesterday a bit. Yeah. And we want to build on what Teacher Let touched on.
Yeah. So imagine. Listen, we'll talk about that.
Then maybe we can add also the Samuel Kanyan Do Hospital in Granger there. That Jeremiah Kun went there and they changed the name because they don't want Do legacy to remain. So they changed the name to just Granger Hospital.
Yeah. We'll look at that. Certainly, you're right. We'll look at that. Just in passing, we just highlight them.
Yeah, just in passing. Yeah.
Yes, because time is fast spent.
Yeah, you're right.
To the issues. So, folks, like we said, this country is not easy. Things are now going the way it's supposed to go. Things are not fine in Liberia. Things are not certainly okay. And that's why whenever we sit behind the platform, we always inform you that we need to keep praying for our country. And we need to keep fighting for our country. And that's the only way I think we believe that, good things are going to happen. But in the absence of that, Liberians will continue to languish in abject poverty, and our mothers will continue to suffer extreme poverty. And yes, and things, our children, and imagine 2025, the World Hunger Index, Liberia.
Hunger Index.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Like, look at the ranking of Liberia. Liberia is one of the poorest countries now.
On earth, hungriest country on earth.
On the Joseph Bakali, latest report. Yes.
And when you are hungry, your IQ go low. Your thinking faculty cannot gravitate to the real standard. So the meaning is to keep the people hungry because they want to think good.
Yeah. And that's it. And before we go to our first issue, I just want to highlight something. The issue about sodomization. The other day, Peter Bonjala allegedly, he and two other persons allegedly sodomized a 15-year-old boy. And that case, we're not hearing nothing about it. Whether Peter Jala is still incarcerated, nothing. Everything is just quiet. I don't know whether that case has been swept under the carpet, but we're still following that case closely.
Newton,
yes.
Newton, that's it. It's done. It's dead. It's gone. It's
today. Yes.
It's finished.
Today, I think 5 fellows from Broadville, they also sodomized. They get rid of one 17-year-old boy.
7.
Today, I'll play the video. And this is the kind of country that, selective justice is taking place nowadays. Honor Joseph Boakai. That once you are now UPS, no justice for you. They will haunt you. Once you are within a circle of the Unity Party, anything, whether you commit a felonious crime, heinous crime, first degree felony, what kind of degree? Because first degree felony is the highest degree under the law. So So whether you commit that crime, nothing, you was scot-free. Brian McGill, you saw what happened to Brian McGill. So like all lecture again, nothing. So she just living with that trauma. She and her family. Then the 15-year-old boy, nothing. But today, the other guys who sodomized, allegedly sodomized, today police charging. But see the syringe, all men carrying them, they'll get gun, blowing syringe, they get escort carrying them just to call attention. But why they didn't do it to Peter Bonjala, senior officer at the National Security NSA agency, National Security Agency, senior officer, special assistant, or administrative assistant, you can put it that way, he fight, to Prince Johnson, the NSA director. Today, you can see, let me bring you a video so you can see the other men, what they are on to. That today, police charging, they carry them with armed men, escorting them. This is the kind of Liberia we are living right now. Let me just show you the video. You think another day to Peter Bonjala. Peter Bonjala, the man went at the Temple of Justice, the man walking there, you see court officer and walking behind as if they got him. You see the kind of country? Look at the kind of nonsense that are happening in the country. Yeah? That kind of old rusty man go through that kind of the damage that people saw. He walking, no police escorted him. Nothing, there was no service, he was not handcuffed. Nothing. He was walking. He get caught on that man. That man, like criminal like that will be working with code on him. You see the kind of nonsense that happening. But look at what the police did today. All the men they carry the syringe. Well. But this is the nonsense that happening in the country under the United Party-led government. And this is why the promise the Liberian people are, yes, in fact, they were coming to emancipate the Liberian people. To emancipate them. I don't know they came to emancipate or they came to enslave them. Because that's not emancipation. Emancipation has to do with making free somebody, giving freedom to somebody. That's emancipation. That's my own understanding about the definition in relation to emancipation. But you can't come to emancipate people, then they tell you, say your country, say you talk over your country, you get feed your citizens. Now your country has been right now as one of the countries in the whole world that no food. But here I said, you look at it here, my people. You look at it. Let me share the video with you. So I don't know whether they came to emancipate or they came to kill Liberians. But for me, I believe they came to kill. You're not going to, Tony, you're not going to get freedom. You're not going to free anybody here. Because you're not freeing nobody. You're not helping nobody here. That's not help. You can't continue to do this to our people. You can't continue to suffer our people.
When I ordinary man, when I in a board ball camp, they can blow steering.
Serious. Yeah. So I just thought to show this to you. This is Liberia. This is where we are, folks. This is certainly the Liberia we find. Happened today. The other men are going with several armed people escorting them. We want Peter Bonjala who sodomized. Valuable. He walking scot free. So this is it. I don't know. Just in 2 minutes, maybe Leo can and Brock and all of them can go to our talking point.
Yeah, Leo, go ahead. Go ahead, Leo. Go ahead.
Look, again, let me say good evening to our good evening, good afternoon, good morning to our listening audience, depending on where you're watching us from. Look, the Brian McGill and the Peter Jala guys, the stage has been set for raping young boys. The stage has been set. Now it is alleged those guys were even 7, but at 5 they collected. But what is giving those guys the bravery now to go after young men and sodomize them? This stage has been set from a higher level. The only difference is that poor men, I'm not going to say there's no justice for poor men, but again, it's yet to be proven for those guys, right? Because it's easy to run after those guys, collect, get them, whether they did it or not. And we are yet to see the victim. I don't know if there's a video of that young boy who was there. But in this case, there is a young man in the Jala guy's case. There is a victim. There is a young boy who is still, I believe, still fighting for his life. And this is not to downplay whatever happened to that other kid, that these 5 guys have not been arraigned, right? I'm not trying to, again, rape is rape. I condemn it to the highest level, okay? My point is that other 15 or 14-year-old kid that may have been sodomized by the 4 or 5 guys, you know, again, we don't know the level of the case right now. Is there a little boy want? I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I mean, we just want to know the magnitude of the crime that has been committed. Again, rape is rape. But let's come back to the Peter Jala guy. You understand? Even the Brian McGill who raped that girl. The girl went to the girl called his name. The girl said, yeah, he did it. He brought me here office and did this to me. That's factual. I mean, from their side. Again, that's a 15-year-old boy who we've seen, the whole world may have seen now at this point, on live camera, recorded, of him testifying to his ordeal of what happened to him. You understand? For which the standards are not bad.
So I don't. Hello, Leo. I think
Yeah, like Leo, internet. There is something. Maybe he receive a call or something. But in reality, before when Leo can come back, we'll put them on record about this issue of the sonomization. But in real life, there is nothing you can get from out of that, my brother. The people that are in power, they are demonic. They are not doing these things because they feel like doing it. They are doing it because it's ritual. So it's not, you see, most often when they grab someone and try to get at them, is because from the ordinary standpoint, those people are ordinary people. So my brother, we keep the regime on record. Like me, all the things that people been doing, you when I imagine, and Newton, I got a big book. Every day I can be putting down all the regime lapses, because you know what I want to do? I want in 2029, I want to get them in line to be bringing it up. All their lies. And terrible things they did. 2020 now, I want to be bringing it all one by one. We use the whole year to highlight it because of campaign year. So the people there, we get them on record. So let us not kill our time on that. We can proceed to the next topic because time is not in our favor.
Yeah, yes. So let's move to the next topic. The next topic, like we earlier on informed you, that the issue about the Clark Hope Foundation.
Very important.
The Clark Hope Foundation, the United Party people, since they came, no project, nothing they have done. So they just pass it around trying to steal project and all of that. So most of the projects that President Weah initiated, so that and they running all around dedicated. Yeah, just a few times they were in Grand Gila County. So that Grand Gila County part we'll talk about it. In passing, we'll look at it. But criminal code A, let me see what I can read out this. I want to read this out for you.
I think Leo is backstage, so you can just bring him in, but tell him now we're done with our first topic, and then we just go straight to the one there as well.
Yeah. So let me add Leo to stage. So as you may be aware, like I said, criminal code A, subpoena the Clark Hope Foundation to provide all relevant documents in relation to the construction of that foundation. Yes. According to them, they got information, and that was based on information given to the court from the property retrieval task for Clark Martin. Yeah, so you know that Clark Martin can go when you go somewhere, you just get some kind of information, you just go to the court and say, oh, but then you subpoena on the people, then they can provide document. But the fact, just before I read out what I want to read out, or what I'm about to read out to you, for me, I'm not a lawyer, right? No, I'm not a lawyer. But law is wisdom. But one good thing is I am benefiting, like Bro said, I am benefiting from the 14 of Anthony Abraham Garson William because he's a lawyer and he's my boss, he's my role model. So, I'm benefiting from his knowledge. So sometimes, when I'm sitting around him doing the show, I get some ideas and all of that. So because I'm following up, yes, certainly. And what I capture when it comes to law, they say there's something in law that the law says the burden of proof lies on the accuser. One who accuses must prove. For example, if I can't say, oh, maybe I saw someone synagogue with bro. I say that synagogue, what bro get? That synagogue enough for bro. Or that synagogue for me. The Lord says, since I don't want accusing bro, that synagogue bro has enough for him, I should prove that that synagogue enough for bro. So that bro can say, oh, the code that tell bro say, go bring the receipt. What a bro get receipt say, but I don't want accusing bro. Yes. To say go bring the receipt for a synagogue, go bring all the document. So if you say that the Clark Hope Foundation, maybe they made you whatever they made you for, or the Safon money, whatever way you want to put it, right? Whatever terminology you want to use, we grant it. So the property retrieval task force now should be providing an information to substantiate that yes, they think they built the structure that was built under the CDC government by the former vice president was now built by friends or donors, some of relatives. No, it was built from government money. So the property retrieval task for Clark Martina should be able to provide those information, those documents to the court, not to be asking Clark Hope Foundation to provide, asking to be corrected, to provide all relevant documents. When you're accusing them, so you must prove. You must prove. So now, in the case now, the Clark Hope Foundation becomes the defender, right? Yes. Because you carry the complaint, you are the complainant. You are the complainant. So the person who is going out to defend and saying, I'm not a defendant, So you must be able to provide all relevant documents. But they are not doing it. They aren't doing it. Why would you be requesting the foundation to provide documents? Contractual documents, the other documents, BMC, yeah. Why will you be? That's my point. For me, I'm not a lawyer, but that's my own understanding about the law. If you say the person got something, but the person didn't get it correctly, how the person didn't get it correctly, you should be able to provide the necessary information that yes, these are documents to prove that money was taken from the central bank, money was taken from the other ministry and agency, that some of those monies were diverted to the construction of the Cloud Foundation. But you are not doing no paper, no document you providing. So the person will provide document against themselves. So a person could provide document and use the same document against them to prosecute them. Which kind of country is this? Where are we heading as a country? And that's why Senator Mangel, I think, yes, because I was following, I think, yeah, a statement from Senator Mangel at the Senate inviting the judge from Criminal Code A at the House of Senate to answer to some questions. And Senator Mangel wrote that there's nowhere under the law that somebody will provide evidence against themselves. So if you accuse somebody of doing something, you should be able to provide the necessary information or evidence against that person. I think that's it. And that's how things should be. But you can have people just running beyond. George Weah. If not George Weah, Clark Weah, and not Clark Weah, that Kimia. If not Kimia, the other former official, that Eugene Nangbe, when not Eugene Nangbe, that Kalasco, when not Kalasco. So what is that? So you want to jail everybody, bro?
Go far, everybody.
Yes, everybody. So for me, this is complete witch hunt. We can't continue to tread on such path. Our country is not going anywhere. Our country is going nowhere. Our country is setting the folks. It's not going anywhere. For me, I rest. Let my colleagues come in.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, thank you, Leo. Thank you so much. Let me tell you something, Newton, and to all of our fellow classmates that are following the show and the Liberians all over. When you talk about law, legality, it started from the genesis of religion. If you read both the Quran and the Bible, I may not be exact in quoting any chapter because I'm not a pastor, neither a reverend. They talk about Judgment Day. Even in the Bible, they talk about Judgment Day. One of the areas you can read about too much of Judgment Day is in the book of Revelation. In the book of Revelation, you will see the book of Revelation, you will see all of these things there. In the book of Revelation, the Bible said that God will open the book of life to show you what you have done on earth and judge you by your sin. The Bible didn't say God will ask you about your book and other things. First of all, God is keeping evidence on you so that when He's judging you, He will be telling you, say, you, bro, when you were 18 years, this is what you did. Then God opened all to you. So when I'm not a lawyer, so when those wise people that crafted law is logic. Law is reasoning. Law is about bringing society together to have a common sense of reasoning, of reducing crime. And the best way to reduce crime is to be fair enough. And how can you be fair enough? Every crime that people commit, there should be witnesses. There should be visual evidence, documentary evidence. Now, you cannot tell someone who you claim to be a criminal to tell you, say, can't prove that you are criminal. There is no logic in that. So I don't understand why people, so we may not be a lawyer. In fact, I hate to use that word to say, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not going to delve into. No. By nature, I am a lawyer because I have logic.
You got common sense.
Thank you. By nature, I am a lawyer because I have logic. I know when I'm wrong. I know when somebody want to accuse me falsely. I know how to defend myself when it comes to civilization. What the norms of civilization says. So you cannot come out. It was very insane that what I enjoyed the reply or the press release that was released by the Clark Foundation. Exactly what I expected. How you would tell somebody, say, so are you telling me that in the future, if that happened to Clark meaning government can come to your house one day and say, man, bring all your land deed, everything, you. If you don't show all your land deed, you don't show all your horse paper, then how you buy the cement, how you buy the plane, how you buy the thing, we able to claim your property. That simple logic is trying to say, and that is aristocracy. That is total dictatorial and act of civilization, because some people, it is a high possibility, Leo, that you can build your house and later on lost all of your receipts on the cement you bought, on the purchase of the land receipt, not a deed, but on the land receipt, on the pin you bought, you can lose all of those receipts. It's possible because you don't take it serious. We're not taking like something serious. Your house already built, so it's possible you can't keep those things. So how can someone tell you, even in the modern time that we live, people can upload paper receipts, and some people can put it on the computer for it to be there for lifetime. Even the computer can even crash, and those things can disappear. You understand me? So in a country like Liberia that is not technologically advanced, and you telling somebody to bring it, which I know Clark Foundation have all of those documents in type, but it is very insane for a government of the republic. Now this come to the realization that a group who are on the asset recovery are lazy group of people, not only lazy, but they're using the asset recovery as a political tool to attack a political opponent. And that alone can bring conflict in the country. That can lead to civil war. Other people may take it to be joke, but it can lead to civil conflict, because if you suppress certain group of people for a period of time and they know their humanity have been devalued, the only choice they can have to bring back their value is to stage revolution that has to do with civil war. That's the only revenge. It's like you, Nito. When I put you, every time I come to you, I insult you. Every time I come to you, I punch you. Every time I come to you, I denigrate you. The next thing, the day you fed up with it, is to punch me back, fight me, and with chocolate things.
Oh yeah, but that's it. That's it. Asset law is Newton law of motion for every action is equal and opposite reaction.
Thank you.
So when you throw the football on the wall will send it back to you. That's the opposite reaction.
Thank you. So it is definitely like that. So people think that it is a joke, but it is not a joke. I listened to senior brother Akara's great to get climax on this one when he said that the day you go and arrest and when she's going to court along with maybe a horseman, which is President the entire country was shut down and see people taking it for a joke. The thing is a joke. Yeah. You know what? You know the mistaken thing they can do? Let me tell you something. Anytime you want to see a man anger, there are three things you should target in a man's life. Target his wife and his children. Then you can see the true color of a man's anger.
Yeah.
That's why you test a man's patience. The next thing, target his money that he live with, that he living by.
Yeah.
Anytime a man, you target a man, woman, you target his children, the anger that can come up, it can be like a lion. So you may think that we are is peaceful, but that targeting, you targeting a woman, you are targeting him directly, they're not indirectly there. Yeah. And the day you taking it for a joke, people like us, we get a man. There are a lot of Liberians that get a man to lay their life down for we are. And so the day you try it, there is a possibility that Liberia will slip into civil conflict. And so don't overlook it. Don't overlook it. So these things that thing that Akara Grace said, they just feed out what they did to CDC headquarters. No, why you did to CDC headquarters, you did it to an institution. And it's possible we have to reconstruct that place and place which is going on. So that's not something you tell the woman, you tell the children, you tell the people The Liberian people you touch, which is the political institution. But then when you touching it, you going personal on his life. So it's a different it's a different area you go in, different terrain. So my brother, people should learn that and let us learn to be very, very genuine on that. So
Yeah,
Leo, I will leave it to this point. Maybe in my closing, I will come up with another.
Well said. Well said. Again, let me apologize. I was trying to descend, but then StreamYard dropped down on me. Newton StreamYard dropped on me, but I didn't do this in my opening. Let me first just extend my my condolences to our auntie Joel for the loss of her son. I should have done that, even though I spoke to her on Monday. I was able to reach out to her on Monday and extend but in this public manner, let me do that. So as it relates to this whole Clear Foundation thing, look, it's just an empty witch hunt that is not going to go nowhere. But again, I like the response from the lawyer, like my brother alluded to. You are telling me, Newton, oh, Leo, open your house, let me kind of investigate you. But even though I want to investigate you, the evidence I'm using to kind of investigate you, you get it, give it to me. What sense that make? You come and investigate me, but I'm gonna give you the weapon that you come and use against me. In this side, we call it catch-22. It doesn't even work. You cannot eat your cake and have it. So that case for me it's a witch hunt, but it's dead upon arrival. It's not gonna go nowhere. But the only thing that I see that's bad, what it's telling me, bro, every other government that comes after this government must go after people because of some of the things that they've been able to build. Now let's go back to where this Claire woman, or decent woman again, that I know personally from our days in Ghana, right? This lady, we know she's from Jamaica. There's now one project in Jamaica that this lady built that has her name on there. But in Liberia, where she is not from, the benefit that is being given to the children of Liberia that was provided by this lady. Let's hypothetically say, yeah, this money was stolen, this government money, but look at who's benefiting from this project. The young Liberian children that cannot even afford it. But now you guys are going, look, we all were here 2018, 2019 when this was more lobbying to get funds, to get sponsors for the particular project. Oh, newsflash, do you all know Katumu Bwaka has also been approved for a $3 million project that's going on, that's supposed to start groundbreak in 4 years? $3 million. Are you now telling me that when a CDC comes tomorrow, we should go after that project? What kind of nonsense is this? You see, the precedence, the uptick is just messed up everywhere you go. A Claire Marie Weah, who is a decent woman. As a matter of fact, do you all know Claire Marie Weah children? Her son, who is a millionaire, that the woman will go start. No, it doesn't speak to her character. That's not who she is. But again, her own personal response. You see, my brother Newton just says, my brother just says something. Yeah? If you wake up a sleeping giant, the consequences can be bad. And not everybody you go after. I'm telling you, those of us that know what it takes to, not everybody you can go after, because sometimes the result gets bad. That's the example to Claire. You don't go after her. What are you going for? What are you trying to achieve? You went after Finabuno there. The whole noise was in the country. I mean, like, what's this personal vendetta? What's the vindictiveness against these people? I mean, what has these people done to you, Buckeye? Like, again, sometimes people say, oh, Leo, the war hate is just too strong. But that's what it is. Call it for what it is. Why do you hate this core of people? And who only had 3 years to serve their people? But in your 3 years, you still haven't shown any tangible. But yet you are going to. Look at what we're saying, what happened in Grand Jira. Your VP is going, taking that names off. Are you kidding me? A Samuel Doe? But that's what this United Party, because they cannot show any tangibles, so now they are going after things that has been there to support, to help the little girl child. You understand what I'm saying? And those are all of the things that help. That's why somebody said, oh, look at what happened in the house the other day. And I was telling Prince the other day, I said, look, you see what happened? Bro, the same Capitol building burning. The whole scenario presented itself Tuesday. The whole scenario, you got to be a man of discerning eye to be able to catch certain play. You remember before the Capitol building got burned, there was a power outage a day before. I don't know if you're doing the connection of the dots. The power went off. The person the day later on, when there's no session, but they start in our own very faces. And there's a reason why I'm connecting these dots, right? These United Party people, they are criminals, they are crime committers, and now because the ball is so hard, they are doing it, they are committing the crimes right in our very before. They went and cut the light off to pass a bogus Salameter deal. It was the same thing these guys did to burn the Capitol building. Make sure they play with the light to act like, oh, it's a fire thing. Now, later on the next day, they carry on some clandestine act. But there must always be one man at the middle and center of this thing, which is the speaker. The speaker is also accused of coming to America here to come for which now he's been investigated and he cannot even come here. When it comes to visa restriction and immigration law, fraud. Okay? Who again is at the center of these things? Mandela Kopo. You know, somebody said something to me that triggered my thinking, right? This lady has been planted to the speaker to help convince him to pass any kind of bogus deal without thinking. That was what displayed itself a couple of days ago. Can't talk about say, oh, it was a power outage. No, deliberately, but going after innocent people. I just thought to throw that in, but this fight is going to be a long fight, because our eyes will be open and watching and calling to it. You know, but let me give Newton the chance here to blow up on it.
All right, so thank you so much, bro Leo. And like we said, and we just need to keep praying for our country. We really need to keep praying for our country. That's the only thing I can say, because like bro said, the way the Unity Party-led government is proceeding, if we continue on that path, things will not be okay for Liberia. And we don't want to see this country maybe some kind of area it's not supposed to be. If those guys want to plunge this country into civil war, we wouldn't sit here and look at them. To plunge this country into civil war. Liberia is already a war-ravaged nation. Liberia peace is not stable, it's fragile. We're trying to make it stable. And the stability of the peace of Liberia requires collective effort. Everybody should be included. One political party, not even the government, can stabilize the peace of this country. Because if the government fails to work with others, that's others, including political parties, then we see what happened in other countries. You know what happening in other countries, right? Where some country get power sharing government, where you see some rebel group and fighting the government, the RSF rebel, and you know what happened in the country. Now how some of the things they can start. Funny thing, and how you can start. When you start, then some people carry that group, they go put them somewhere. They carry that group, they put them somewhere. They start fighting the government. Government, now the people start suffering. You not even do nothing. Like, what they fighting rebel group? We don't know what in the RSF people then they feel that they invited what they got is the Uganda president and they got from Congo, DR Congo. And know what they happened? Yeah, do not invited them for peace talk. I think I want to see that something that way. So the RSF men they not slow down small. So the civil conflicts. They cannot internal thing there, seizing people's property. Because imagine somebody investing all their resources instantly. They are their family. That's the only reliance. That's what they rely on for survivability. Then somebody they go sit down there because of political reason. He just go all the people. He say you go seize that thing. You go seize that thing. We got to be careful in this country. We got to be careful in this country. All our things like George we are there. Not that George we are a friend. Nobody popular, nobody get popularity equal to George. We are in the whole country. That's the reality. Go check it out. Nobody popular, nobody get him up equal to George. We are in the whole of Liberia. The most popular man in Liberia like George we are. That's the reality. So when George Weah get first, George Weah just get all up. The whole country and not so much will happen in the country. So for me, if I were President Baka, I would be very careful with George Weah. Because George Weah got a human being there. Who get human being got a George Weah in the country? Nobody. George Weah not made a popular. So anybody that feels that the popular, all of you can you go there with George Weah. You see what you get people. How many people know you? How many presidents? But George Weah comes on now, you see tens of thousands of people.
And Newton, just to add to what you said, right? You know, some of us that grew up in the 90s and got to know George Weah record, at least as in the 90s. But today, babies that are born gravitate to George Weah more than anything. I mean, bro, sometimes I think about it like, I mean, 2000 kids at that time, they were out of the playing scene because most of them fell in love because of the game, because of who we saw, the icon, right? But today, children at 15, 16, they didn't see that. But imagine the love that is gravitated. So this is a generational love that even Liberians cannot quench. That how God made this man. So baby that were born today, yeah, saw the man picture. Oh, that open island. As soon as they see picture, where that revelation came from, that they kind of make your own fight. I mean, I just thought to share that in, man. The guy is blessed.
Yeah. So that's it. So concluding on that one, that's it. So we gotta be very, very careful, very, very careful. And all that thing that you're doing, now that the people they not get power, even the military not get power equal to the citizens. When the citizens get, you see what happened in Iran every day. You see what happened to Khamenei or all that the nuclear weapon in there when the people got vexed, they feed it. And at the end of the day, accusing Trump, they said that Trump was supporting protests against Iran. Now what happened? You saw what happened to Nepal the other time. Not just Nepal alone. Another country again. When the citizens got vexed, they got angry, they took to the streets, they started to burn down buildings. Some of the government officials said they were up. They can't come down. And the people were going to their personal buildings because the people were fed up. When
the very so-called Russia and China, you know, what kind of protest, that protestation that are going on right there now because of citizen violence. So don't sleep on
when the people angry, when they get vexed, when the people when they get vexed, every time y'all doing things, when they start to vent their anger, things you can get their last nuclear weapon. Iran, the kind of weapon that they get down there. The war between Israel and Iran, you saw the kind of thing there. The thing is that you intercept the ragged Israel, sending arena, it couldn't hold it again. Is that funny now? Why they couldn't use some of that nuclear weapon? No. When the people get fed, you get to nothing. No weapon you can stop there. You have to be careful in the country. That's my candid advice to you guys. My candid advice. You got to be careful. So let's move next to the next talking point. The next talking point, the Grand Jide Hospital thing. You all know what happened in Grand Jide. And that Grand Jide Hospital, that it was George Weah. George Weah initiated that hospital. The money, everything was there. People started. George Weah left, the people then came. Because the people they're so desperate. Their desperation for power is unmatched. That they want to do everything just to claim glory. Because that's what I've always said. When people are incapacitated, they always want to use somebody's progress to lean on. And that is the issue about the Unity Party. So they're using the CDC achievement to lean on. Because they are incapacitated. They are not capable of doing theirs as a party. So the passed over, they went Grand Jide County. Even the hospital said, but I said trying to authenticate that information. We had, I think, certain part of the hospital not completely. They're rushing to go dedicate. Just say the hospital come and go somewhere, something come and happen. You people here, President Parker King said he was doing reburial for past presidents. I think again, when Dollar came to Liberia, she refused Carol, Rebecca Red, or Ronnie, and said, "Oh, one of them." So Parker was footing the Dole family argument in London. George Weah has dreamed or has thought that yes, the hospital, if I remain president and the hospital is completed, Since Samakando, that one of the presidents are leading, they were, you can still see him as the oil royal, you see the SKD Sport Complex, the different area there, eh? Yeah, the SKD Boulevard, yeah, Samido, at least it's honor his regime, class of dinner. And during Samido time, football, he really supported football. So it was true Samido, because I just, I'm speaking in the voice of the former president, George Weah. Now, during Dota, at least I reached a certain level in football based on the support he provided. So John Weah had thought that when the hospital is complete, I would name that Grand General Hospital in honor of Samuel Kayando. That was the whole thing. That was the whole thing. That was the plan for John Weah to name that area. At least so that there should be legacy, in Grand General County. Because that the former president county. So John Weah said, yeah, let's name something, let's base something there. Yes. Very gigantic. That we can be able to name the honor of the former president. You know the party people came. So they thought they wanted to, how do you call it? They wanted to make the sourly relationship between the people of Grand Judea or the Doe family and George Weah. So the king, they said they're doing reburial thing. They brought empty casket here, they go, they face, I don't know, they say 4 or things say 2, they pull it there. They carry whole convoy, Grand Judea County, President Baka, Pabe, dignifying the old people. The people that want to die, the boy, just here, like people that say they got dignity there. He said, oh, the Pabe come and dignify the people. They carry whole convoy, Grand Judea County, the way they bury. So he carry whole convoy, he go bury Nancy Doe. Nancy Doe was left, she was sick, and I don't suppose she died. Honor the very government. Some people that ever say. Then when your brother can misleading information. You now go bury, no problem. The hospital there now. So say you say you let the Doe family so much more than George Weah now. So therefore, Sammy Doe need on a hospital again. Now what will happen now? Just to put the man name, Sammy Doe. So therefore, the former president is Samuel K. Doe on a hospital, Grand Judea Hospital. What will happen? But then why did you pretend as though you love the Doe family? When you're carrying the empty casket and all around here, you say you're doing reburial. But they just put that name on something, you say you not agree. That's why the vice president called left from here, he ran. He went Grand Judea County to go dedicate. Because they didn't want. Because we're already in the pipeline for Sammy Doe. Name to be on the hospital, they want to change the whole thing. Why did they change it? Just for political reason. That's why they changed it. Because they don't want for nothing. So because the reason why they changed it, they didn't want to propose Doe name there. Because initially that was thought about, that was concentrated about, because they thought that if they would have, because George Weah already planned to put Sammy Doe on the hospital. So their belief was, when somebody get evil mind for you, that person, God can get an idea, God can confuse them. That's what happened to them. So they believe that if they would have named the hospital after Samuel K. Doe, the glory will go to George Weah. They say, George Weah already planned it, George Weah already planned to put a man in there. So that they can put a man in there. So because of George Weah as an individual, so now they deny the Doe family honor, dignity. Because if the hospital would have been named after the former president, that was about honor, the bestow honor upon the former president. So because of George Weah now, that vestation, because of George Weah, the anger now, you see how life looking? That's why it's not good to be evil. That because of George Weah now, you take Sammy Doe, leave from there. Wouldn't it because of George Weah? Wouldn't it because of George Weah? Because you're thinking that when I put George Weah, you put Sammy Doe there, the glory will go to George Weah. They say, but the hospital, that George Weah started the hospital, George Weah already played the ball, so they did not surprise. So that one make it a change, that whole thing. They put it at Grand Judea Hospital. They move Sammy Doe from there. And that's how the United Party people are. They are very wicked, they are evil. That's wickedness to the highest level. Wickedness. So George Weah is their greatest enemy. So even your friend with United Party people you get friendship or connection with Joy Weah. If you don't want to do something for you because you can speak to Joy Weah, they will not do it for you. That's how evil they are. And that was demonstrated in Grand General County just a few days ago. And this is where our country is moving, folks. That's why we just continue to say, let's keep praying for our country. And this is how far our country has reached. Because of politics, our country is now divided. Because of politics. And you get 80-year-old president, the most experienced man. Like you people say, I can always say. And they can bring peace. When something happens in the village, we can go to resolve the conflict. We all traditionally, we are African, right? We from somewhere away from one town or one village, somewhere in Liberia. So yeah, so you are knowledgeable about how conflicts are resolved in the different villages or in the different towns. Yes, most of us have experience. So because when anything happens in the town, they can the first thing they say, the elders are known for making peace. But the other elder are not telling all the country, the other elder are not making peace. The other elder is not making peace. Bwaka is not making peace. So Bwaka, who is the elder now for the town, for Liberia town, he should be making peace. Because he's the father for the land. But he's not making peace. So what kind of elder we get? How did we arrive here? But this way, Liberia, this is the country. So let me give the time to Prince. I'm sorry, not Prince, but Leo. And bro, at least to add up to that. I don't care what's next.
Yeah. Leo, let me just come in before you come in. Thank you, Newton. Do you know why when people die, they can bury them and put grave there? It's memorial. It's because of to keep the person memory. And in real life, during the ancient time, the best memorial were all built in a historical and benefiting way to humanity to remember those people. Example, where you have the pyramid, where you have the Pharaoh era today in Egypt. So anytime today, we when the war starts to advance, we limit it to just being engraved. But the best memorial is that the one that can serve humanity. That's the best memorial. It's not your grave. Like for example, in France, people don't keep grave forever. After 50 years, every area that they bury down there, they can erase all. Every 50 years, if they bury you and your grave spend 50 years, they can erase it. They clear that whole place to bury new people there. So thank you. So your memorial when a great issue, it has no legacy, it will not last. The best memorial is to build institution that people will continue to look at and say this. So that's the definition of a real memorial of a human being who lived for purpose. Let me tell you something, Leo, and those of our fellow students that are listening. In my first comment, I said that when we were talking about cloud, we have said, God said he will open the book of life, meaning God got evidence against us. So sometimes when you're in the cloud, you take note so that when you call, you can copy the points. God get evidence against us. God not asking us to produce our own evidence like the way they asking cloud, we are getting evidence. God, but you already getting evidence against us. So you will open our book and play our clip. So you're supposed to write that one down. It's important. Sometimes when we're talking, when teacher let talking, you write it down like me. One day, one of the surprises I have for teacher Larry in the future when I'm meeting, I will bring big book or a thing when you're talking, well, I can be writing down. I can be keeping it. So you get when you're in class, you write those things down because it can help you also to be a good. You can rebuke those criminals and evil people. Now, after that memorial, now that you see love, you don't do love. You don't pretend in love. Love is genuine. Someone who loves someone, even when you pretend, it can last forever. Now, there was a pretentious aspect of their love from UP. Waka jumper, oh, you want buried though, you will rebury though, you will rebury though. They carry empty casket and put it to the people of Grand Jida. That grave they put in Grand Jida will erase after 75 years. The next generation will not see it. The best memorial of what we are building a hospital that will live for the next 100 to almost 200 years, because when our hospital spoil, it will still be renovated and will still carry the name Samuel Kanyan Doe, your former president that came from Grand Jide. That was the best memorial that was given to the people of Nima, of Grand Jide. But guess what? You think they love you. Let me tell you one thing, Jeremiah Kun, then they are all blind big brothers. They use Jeremiah Kun. Do you know, if I may get it right or wrong, in Nima, they have the Jackson F. Doe Hospital, true of us.
That's true, yeah, they get it. The Jackson F. Doe
Thank
Hospital
you. Thank you. Thank you. So Jackson F. Doe will forever be remembered in Grand Jide, in Nima County, because he have a genuine memorial. Although you may not see his grave in years to come, but you will have an institution that will keep carrying that name. That is a genuine memorial. But guess what? They use Jeremiah Kun to go to Grand Jide to erase Doe memorial. So you see what they did? So if Jeremiah Kun was a smart man, but he going Grand Jide, he was going to tell Joseph Baga, said, no, I cannot be going Grand Jide to signify reconciliation and erasing the memorial of the people hero. But guess what? He didn't think of that. You know why? Because they are power drunk and evil. So he went to Nima, he went to Grand Jide rather, to erase the memorial of Samuel Kanyan Doe, which were on the hospital. So you see what they did? Why Jackson F. Doe in Nima memorial remains. So he left for Nima. First of all, they were smart. Jeremiah Kuna supposed to go dedicate that hospital. That hospital supposed to be dedicated by a senator from Grand Jide, a renowned Grand Jidean son. In fact, they're supposed to call the Mommy Doe, who were all over the place masquerading, talking stupidly, to go and dedicate that hospital in honor of a father. But guess what? They don't have that capacity to think. Sometimes when I think about Liberia, I shed tears. And I say, who are those in power? From when they come? How are they thinking? What are they doing? Do they really love our country? Are they playing fun of the people? They erase the entire, and this is not the first time. They attempted erasing do you know that during the UP first term in power, the 12 years, they attempted taking the name of Samuel Kanyan Doe Sport Complex. They wanted to take that name off. But it was the same CDC that protested and said it cannot happen. They want to erase any genuine name that contributed, that came from the slum. Let me tell you, the United Party is the reincarnation of the True Wind Party. They just came in another form in the new dispensation, but they are the reincarnation of the True Wind Party. They are terrible, horrible, and extremely evil. Anytime they tell you say we are not coming back, it's something that they're calculating. They think that they can cheat, but no, they get it wrong. We'll wage civil war on the country, even when now we are agreed. Because we're not tolerate for our democracy to be ruled by one group of people. It must circulate. Even when a crazy person will be president, give the crazy person a chance and see what the crazy person will do. If that crazy person flung, the same people will vote them out. That was why we decided to have a referendum to reduce the tenure of the presidency. So that when people get in power, they can have limited time to govern and be serious to perform. If they are not serious, it will not affect us because maybe that 4 years and we kick you out through the democratic means. They are not normal. The UP people are not normal. Those legacy are being erased at the attempt, but guess what? For the people of Grand Jide, let me tell you today, that legacy now erased, we get back power. But whatever means, and that name of Samuel Kanyan Doe will still be bestowed on that hospital, whether they like it or not. It will all be bestowed. We will put that name back. So don't worry about it. That thing on a fiasco. That memorial must live on because he's our former president and he sacrificed for his people. We do that. So that's it. My brother Leo, you can take it from there.
I could have sat here and just listened to my brother bro all day because he's real fiery, and when he's on that kind of pace, I hate to interrupt. But I always said, like I said here on this show, not everybody that went through school is educated, eh? Not everybody. And what's sad, even for Boakai been out of school almost 60 years now. That degree he obtained is not even recognized again. So you understand. But again, I said this, bro. And Newton, you see, most Liberian people, we are not transgenerational thinkers. We don't think legacy. We just destroy, and I said we don't process how we can maintain legacy, because for down the line, for generational untold, right? We don't think that way. But let me just ask a question here. Maybe our listening audience, our viewers can help to answer me. Okay. Before President Boakai became a VP for Ellen, what was he known for? Either a former agriculture minister, like I fired by Do. No, I'm laying a premise. Like I fired by Do, right? We are trying to paint the picture of this vindictiveness, what is going through. The papi is always a papi who like to pay back. Okay? He got fired by Do. And the records are there. He sat over 66 of the bogus concessions that didn't go nowhere. But after that, even during the war, when we had all the interim, whether it was what's his name, Emma Sawyer, got rid of him again. Now, if you ask me, even after his vice presidency, right? What is that one legacy that after had he not become president? What's that one legacy that anyone would have remembered President Boakai for? It's not there. So people, a young George Manning, that's a George Manning we are, who came and say, you know what? Let me recognize somebody for the investment he did for me. This is a personal connection between Samuel Doe and George Weah. That's why I take this going to that thing personal. You know what it costs to give back? Eh? Look, even in the Bible, the David, the Solomon that built the temple and all of that to give back to God, but because of the personal blessing that God gave them. Somebody can say, oh, the argument he married, what? It's up to you. But when somebody has impacted you, bro, and give you something that make you to be the person you became, the only thing you can want to do is to preserve that person's legacy. And that's what this president successfully is trying to do. Because he is not known for anything. You go online, just tap President Boakai right now. The records are bad. But this is where I'm going. You know, when I listen to bro say the president, VP is a fisi guy, it made me laugh, but it's true. Hey, Liberia, man. Look, when you want to talk about VP, look at the kind of person we can show to the rest of the world. Say they too that one of our president. How shameful, right? But my question is, you know, when Judas was used to crucify Jesus, there were questions. People say, oh, it was destined for Jesus to die by the hands of Judas. But why must it be you, Judas? Why must it be you? It could have been somebody else to carry on that assignment, but why you? For among the 12 brothers, where am I going? Why must it be a Jeremiah Kun? Who is Jeremiah Kun? He's a Nibalian, right? People say the men are a Madigo Piki, which of course we know he's not a Nibalian. The man born father is a Madigo guy. But look at the man who is doing our Civil War, which was one of the two major crap that was going at loggerhead. I want the people to type, no, look, those that are watching via Facebook, I want you to help me. During our Civil War, which were the two traps that were going at a loggerhead. It was the Crown and Nimba people, for which some of us here, we are trying to make amends. So George Weah has come to say, you know what? I will heal the nation, for which he's always been known to be the peace ambassador. He did not name a hospital after him, whether you want to call it 14 hospital, his name, you never see a George Weah name tag to anything. I want somebody to prove me wrong again. I stand to be corrected. On Nimba County, that is now healing the two citizens together. The Kra people and the Nimbalian Barra, they are even one people. For an unfinished hospital, for the VP, sitting VP to be running, there's a hidden agenda. What is it? Because they are not transgenerational thinkers. They don't think. They don't think legacy down the line. And George Weah, who was very far-sighted. Look, you saw the man on the field before defender get to him, he already gone. The man, look, when you see once, they may see finishing twice ahead of you. It takes of somebody who is a visionary, a far-sighted person to be able to do something. That's what I see. You see, our ungratefulness will always lead to our backwardness. The way we pay our George Weah back, like, bro, may not be blessed for a long time, and I tell you, bro. The same hate that started our civil war is what Jeremiah is planting in. What concern you about the people of Grand Gide? For an unfinished hospital, for you to go there now. And you know what the Grand Gideans are doing now? They are revolting, Go on other platforms, other networks, those of other in different chat rooms. We are trying to even calm the tension down, bro. It's crazy. They are even saying we beg him to come by here again. A certain VP. Why must you be the one to go plan source of chaos in different mainland? Talking about, oh, you're going to erase our name. But you know, Newton, that's our country for us, But we don't see any light at the end of this tunnel. We don't see it. We don't see it. Take over, my brother.
You're right. All right. Thank you so much. So time is fast spent. We left with roughly 10 minutes. So we use the 10 minutes for course. Then after the course, we cross over to our diaspora team for pattern comments. So quickly, let's go to the full line. 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97 0777 98 03 75 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97, and the female line is 0777 98 03 75. Let's go to the women's line, and this person is right here with me. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, good evening, Leo. Thank you very much. For Joseph.
Yeah, man, if you don't have no time, go to the point.
Yeah, my brother, thank you very much. I say, oh, why my brother, Brian brother are two. Jeremiah Kun, in for Nima. Baka, you see to go and move our party. We from Great Gide go move your knee for the hospital. When you guys are at the hospital in Chapter, yeah, according to my Great Gide people, they said Baka said Jeremiah Kun, they want to trouble in the country to raise your knee. To like saying, they say, and they can't say, Great Gide. According to now, you're Great Gide in Morocco, America, you listen to me. So Joseph Baka won't cry if you're looking at to your man to go move the president told me on the hospital what we are paid. So I call you now. Let me see what I have when you want to bring trouble in the country. Jeremiah Kun can go in Nima. Just say at your dead, the men are dying, just say at your dead. They move it. Then I can't look at what mean to go move there. Come on, look at it. Come on, look at it. That's all Baka will bring the country about Baka. Why they will reject you? I'm talking now. They will reject you. We immediately now with the president. They will reject you. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Let's go. Let's move to this other line. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How do you do?
I'm okay. What's your name?
It's Clamito Dennis. I'm the chairman for the Voice of Grand Gide, and I call from Prince.
Chairman, 1 minute, no time. Go ahead quickly. Let's hear.
Yes, thank you. You see, let me tell you, all these things you're discussing when it comes to Grand Gide, for us, we are too much involved in here because I was only one matter movement there. You see, all that thing are going on. Like two persons you should look at and take it from me today. You see Zoe Emmanuel Peru and that's Okanio Bagbala. These are people who engineered here to go delegate on finished horse. Where in the world somebody will delegate on finished horse? Where you ever saw that before? Get machine that error. They are talking about finish the German government. Our done in 2013. We want clear that error. The German government said the equipment that they are bringing and the equipment they will treat people for what? For 8 to 9, 10 years. We talking about putting our knee on the road so we can go all the way to Germany to see ourselves with the all the things that will not reach to that particular point. But because of what? Because of those two guys that want to make me, The same kind of Baba wanted to say he wants to put to what to GM Martin. There are a lot of things those guys are causing kind of confusion. They want to show their fair, thinking that they can control that particular country, but they are looking for trouble and they will get it. That one will beat on the government president. That one you never step down again. You know. Thank you for the opportunity.
We're not hearing you, Newton.
Yeah, I'm been looking for time. Newton. Yeah, I don't talk English, no now. Newton. The war to the now. I'll give it to the grandchildren. It's our issue. The way to grandchildren. Because the vice president, what the Quran who said, they go, man, he will get sent the way he be. Our point is to say, Chawa he be, he will not go. Chawa he small, he will not go. He will not so okay, Wakatan over there to go, don't you want it? You think the woman 2 years in and you a background, and then I see a hospital on Febo. And then they are hospital, they come in there, I say, here, they said, and then they hospital, they move on there. Already, 2029, they're going to them feeling rejected. It won't matter who rejected. Anywhere in the country, they will reject them. They're not getting no power. See, in 2029, we are back long life on the floor by God's grace. Thank you, Papa.
All right, thank you, ma. Let's move to this line. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Neto. How you doing?
I'm okay. What's your name, sir?
Thank you very much. This is.
Hello. You come in distorted. Come again.
See the problem, Jeremiah Queen spoken to the balance when I stay away. Now it's going to look at how all the balance living going to there. If they try to put the balance going to together, it will not support it. Now in the back they have Jackie as the Mirror Hospital in times. Why do you erase that name instead of to go in going to erase the need for unfeeling building? If it comes in capital, we have Jackie as the Mirror Hospitals. Instead, they want to reverse it. Like I say, it is wrong. Jeremiah caused a problem between a grandchildren and the banner, and we don't even know if they were both of the banner. Let's keep grandchildren. They're making a business thing. So Jeremiah could stop the thing. Thank you. God bless you.
All right, my brother. Thank you. We appreciate you so kindly. I think we have someone on the low star line, but the person slipped off. Let's move next to this other line. Good evening.
Hello, brother.
Good evening. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is B. I'm calling from Assembly Second.
All right, go ahead. 1 minute, no time. Quickly, go ahead.
Yeah, my brother, the people here was doing it. They say disgrace will come to your way, but there's disgrace. I go back to them. Your rights is, I always say your rights is somebody that you can't be anything about him. When you enter about your way too much, the answer will go back to you. When you think evil, the evil will go by. And you was the make and Jesus look at your way bar, he said they were getting that place there. Yeah, now. You see what it is? Go over disgrace. It's not when they come back, they say that you can't step away now. What happened to honor? But what happened? What happened? Uncle, and God will continue this one in the battle. It's in the dinner. When Jesus didn't buy about them now. The better that when Jesus won't think against John, yeah, now. What did he yesterday? The vice president. You see, not everybody bad about them. So our prayer is God with this reason. And my prayer.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too. We appreciate so much. We really appreciate. And let's move again to this line. I think somebody's on the low star line. Good evening. Good evening. Can you get me, sir? I don't know whether that's sir or madam. Can you get me?
Hello?
Hello, can you get me?
Oh, thank you very much. Let me say good evening to you and good evening to the panelists for the brilliant cross coordination of ideas and for the recognition for the public and Pocat Robert. And I joined you this morning for our unknown destination. This evening. Let me just be very emphatic and very clear to the issue. We are not honoring any devilish reconciliation number one that the purported regime, Joseph Pocat regime, is calling for President. We are a long way our wasteless. How would you use my own wasteless regime? I want to see the way the fool are fool.
Hello?
Yeah, Poka.
Yeah, no, actually, Chunga, the person, uncle, not uncle.
Oh, Poka, you gone, you left unaware.
Yeah, the man credit has been forming now. I know.
Yeah, that's my best.
My best, go ahead, 1 minute, no time.
Yeah, thank you. I call it all mommy though. You will say you will be blessed. We are. They'll need all your farm hospital, they take it for that. They put away your daughter, epic casket. Why you say? They say your farm, you might be over there, or the hospital. Mommy, the white air. You say you will be graveyard. Your person was the other way your farm. You know what I put in your farm either. Come on. You're touching my children.
All right, my Bessie. Thank you too. Thank you so much. Let's move here to this line. Good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm okay. At my car.
Yeah, let me say hi to Leo and the French man. And the reason why the Waka people took empty casket from here, along with two wives to carry to Nima, it was not intended for reconciliation. Their intent was to destroy. It is the continuation of quote unquote destroying CDC and President Weah. That's what they did. And if you critically check that particular empty casket, there is no ritual activity that took place. But God is not allowing it to happen. This is why it's now backfiring all day. Because the best thing that you could ever do, if you think you have something for the people of Grand Gide, it was to allow that me to remain on the hospital. Finish. That's all you need to give to the people of Grand Gide. But the Grand Gide, we love them. We are fully aware what they had done. Saying we got in politics, we know what they had done. And some of the information that we are getting from there, there are people that say, oh, our son didn't do well, But for the fact that our son took over, he was able to free the Grenadians that were languishing behind bars, falsely accused, and he freed them and united with their family. That was the big thing that he did for the people of Grenadians. So you can't do it. You can't destroy. So we are. Anything you try to do to break us down, you are breaking yourself down. So they think if even there were any prospect of you getting a little normal in Grand County, you are just chump all that away. Let's go to Jerry. Hey, Jerry. Jury player would never even do anything. He considered the quarter cut and paste. Jury player never do no cut and paste here in Moravia where you can go. When you see the hole here in the quarter, you go, you call it, you take another mortar, you put it inside, you say the jury brain, he even do it Moravia yet. How can you mention a jury brain me when you come to infrastructure development? You're going way back to Tower. You're going way back to the door himself. You're going back to jury brain, to Charles. Why were you? Are you a liar to be used like that? Who you want to fool yet? During the groundbreaking ceremony, the record are there. The tape is available. We are doing the groundbreaking ceremony for that hospital. And quickly to our mom, Marie, look, that is the last place that the guy said, that is our mom, that is our president's wife. You can touch her, you can touch our party headquarters, the president can beg us to let it go. But that one, you can touch her, you can touch the children of Liberia, because when you go there, they are innocent children of Liberia where they have no background, they have nobody to support them. That woman stopping to look for money to take her the name. Just to leave that one with us. Let it go. But if you force it, this will be the demise of you, Wada. Thank you.
Hello? United Party
Newton.
Because la thing what they do to break our party, let it go free. Just it will carry our real mother, our mountain, we have to go, then we'll let it go. But I could add that putting for the car. But I could will be on fire. For me, I will be there. Yeah, Buba, I will call for.
Newton, you're low. Newton, you're low.
Newton, we're not hearing you. We're not hearing you.
Wait. My name is Victor P. Tribal, coming in here as Sergeant Play. I'm following your broadcast from Batu Fatu to be precise, that we can. Yeah, thank you. You know the party very are not understanding what they are doing. They are sensitive in speeding, but they are not in taking action. Can you imagine? The party, whenever it comes to power, they want to destroy and George Manawia's legacy. The Ministry of National Defense that was built by the Israeli Honorable administration should break that place and put a Chinese horses to that place. And today, Joseph Newman brother coming, going to Grand Jide, the building that George Manawia did, he wants to go and put someone else's name there. Manaseri, they don't stay there. Went to get shot with and brought that criminal, which is Cassidy, who stole our money who were in the army, and he swear at the church, he went to America and died there. They took that idiot's name and put it on shopping Barry. And why, the party always do things that they want to bring war into our country. And it's not fair. They're going after George Manuel. We are woman class. We are on property. They say they want to take it, and they're asking people to bring that document. Why can't you show the document you have that you have a claim that property is belong to you, that you want to go over and you want them to bring that document to you, so you should use that to prosecute them. You think those guys are out there, they are loaded like they do? You, I don't think that can work. All I want them to do to remain focused, let AB join those lawyers and make sure that we are property must be protected. We all what they're doing after the 6 year finish, we will make sure all the names that belong to the institution, it will be restored. Thank you.
Unmute, bro. Unmute.
Calling from New York. All right. Hey, good evening to the panelists, Leo and Dr. Brown. Look, let me tell you people, the thing is glaring. This Pape with his reckless and useless life that he has lived, he has not done anything for himself. That is the same thing he want to bash the Liberian people into. This vindictive idea, this kind of devilish idea, that's the same thing. And you look at the past of the Pape. The man served in Doe government, Doe sacking. That is he taking our Doe. That he don't want to honor the man. The same thing happened to Sawyer. He grabbed the lady and put her in jail. That's just the same vindictiveness in this Pape. We saw it even with George Weah, that he was laying down dying in bed. But today he did not run it out same service to Prince Johnson and left Prince Johnson to die. The same Doe wife. The woman was sick over there, no contribution. They were all sitting there over there, knew that the woman was sick. They do nothing until the woman died. That's the time you won't go to honor her or to do all the political charade and thing. It's just a disgrace. They may got nothing to offer to the Liberian people, and all that charade was taking the body and going. These guys just found a loophole to steal the Liberian people money. That was just all. Because they tell you, say they spend maybe about $150,000. What about I was getting like $20,000 that you use? That's all. They just found a way of stealing the Liberian people money. Look at the amount of court cases against the government. Because they're not your money, it's that whole business money that you are putting into those court cases. You will not be spending our money. Look at the other mission we're talking about. You think around no money he will be spending it like that? He will not be arrogant to be doing no kind of nonsense. It's unfortunate. But this is what, election got consequences. The Liberian people voted for the man. This is what he bought. They're using our money without no accountability. Don't care about what is unfolding. The Liberian people were talking about the bread and butter issue. They don't have, a bread on their table. He does not care. Put money from the bikers. Today they are all languishing. And this is trouble for each and every one of us. Because when our children don't have nothing to put on their table, they become criminals. Breaking people's houses, they don't have place to live. A lot of people will become criminals. That burden will turn on the Liberian people, the poor people. When you go somewhere, they're jacking your food. Those are the things that is going on. It's a problem. But brother, we just pray, man. And no, they gotta have hope. That's all. God bless you all, brother. Take good care.
Newton, we're not hearing you. It's terrible. We need to hear you. Newton, are you getting us?
Anyway, so Emmanuel Nimle.
Okay.
Hello.
Mr. Nimle, good evening.
Yeah.
So you lucky.
Hey, good evening. Okay, no problem. Thank God, at least I'm online. Good evening to you and my man, bro, and Leo. I will speak French to bro, and I don't know what to tell you, crew. I know you fuere.
And then now on fuene.
Brother, yeah, brother.
Najba Kawin po, on po Kawin. Imagine po Kawin. Najba on be up for now.
The new friends there. That the new friends there.
No, he speak cool. So I responded to him cool. He knows that I can speak cool too.
U.S. Paris. Yeah.
Yo, guy, he can speak cool. Man, I can speak cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I really want to say this. You see the Joseph Boakai regime. Joseph Boakai regime is a useless regime. You know, the George Weah had disgraced them before the Liberian people. George Weah actually disgraced them. This is the reason why you see they are doing everything possible to come after the former president. You know, the Liberian people, they realized that they made a great mistake by electing Joseph Boakai, thinking that Joseph Boakai was a man with experience and with a man who just from the football field, with a little he carried on. They thought in that thinking that the man with more experience were going to do more. Now knew that man was just occupying space. He was not learning anything. This is why he was always dismissed from government to government. But one thing I have to say to the Unity Party government is that what they did to the Grand Junior, it is not right. If they not rectify that mistake 2029, in 2030 will rectify that mistake. And that our first lady club married here at the city of Hope that trying to help those children that the parent can have for, and some of them are offering children that woman is seeking partners from everywhere to take care of the children, and they think that they will go to disturb that area. I can tell them that place is the demarcation. Yeah, one thing I can assure them on. But you know, one thing they're not realizing, bro, they just feel that FBI can just visit people for good thing. That high thing. Thank God that, I really appreciate the American government for visiting the police. And the thing that in the thinking they put it on newspaper, putting on news, they think that a good thing to visit them. For the FBI, don't visit people for good thing. The FBI always visit people to investigate on wrong thing. And I want to say bravo to the American government for sending the FBI and the police to go and visit them. They should be thinking that the people visiting them for a better thing. but the people go find out one or two things because that police is not representing the Liberian people. The police is representing Joseph Boaga and his criminals. So they are the kind of a sound that is coming up for them that is not found for them, and they need to try to overhaul something and get the in all of because opportunity stay there for them. I want to say thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you for the program, and let us continue on this guy feet until the time can be out so that they can vacate from all our presidency. Guru to you guys.
Thank you so much for your contribution as well. We really appreciate. So let's cross over quickly to our diaspora team, our hard-working diaspora team. They always in the diaspora time that money. 1 minute said I'm plenty money. That looking at like breaking work for 24 hours nothing. Yeah. But 1 minute, but imagine we'll sit here for 2 hours plus. That 2 hours, you know how much they're supposed to be making, but they abandon everything because that's that's love for country. Because they love their country. They say, yeah, 2 hours. You know what I mean? To take 2 hours of your time, even in France, in America, 1 hour, you know how much 1 hour costs, but you will take the time. Prince will do it. Then Bro is doing it. Yes, all of them sacrificing just for this country, Liberia. It shows love for country. It shows patriotism. So let's cross over to the end. Y'all shouldn't forget. I think every time Leo can tell you about the cash out thing. But so now we'll talk. You can take on the beach. But we'll talk for even just some small thing. You can do it. We'll talk at the end of the day. We can even see somebody say, "Oh, I said something in the comment section." Yeah. So at least, so how you expect honor for us to be doing that kind of work here? We work here now. We're sacrificing. We need to get free water. They feel that LDC, no LDC. You're not that all I want the whole country that no LDC. So that generator. So why if we didn't have generator now? So LDC, it will only depend on LDC to be running the radio station. Then we'll be waiting for LDC to come. How long? You know how long the government want to take to have LDC stable? Then the station will be up. No. So at least what the little contribution, this is a continuous process. You just drop it in the number there. Plus 231, the same with normal. But so now count it shows there. But somebody me say 30. Yes. At least. And Leo will talk, Bro will talk, everybody will encourage you at least. But let's keep encouraging you guys. It's good. Because it's not easy. We're not sit here and tell you everything. We're going through a lot. Imagine being an opposition radio station. Radio stations that are critical. So the government will do everything to strangulate to block you. You not even get one small jingle contract. Nobody want to work with you. So that only y'all will depend on to work with. Where do we get support? Nowhere else. Only you guys. That's the reality. But sometimes we'll say maybe people feel that we're joking. It's not a joke. So the number once again is +231, the same wave, +231 555 885 885. And that's why anytime you send $5, when you notify or we'll say it on the radio for people to see it. Yeah. You just notify anything, just put it in the comment. We'll know, we'll call it. We say anything, we'll notify it. +231 again, 555 885 885. Once again, that's the same wave. +231 555 885 885. The orange money is +231 777 017 885. I think most of you have the number. So let's cross over at least 2 minutes each to our diaspora team to just wrap up.
Leo, you can go or
Yeah. Let me go. Let me just add to Newton. Please, my people. Please, man. We need your support. We need the King's Basket is open. Again, the Cash App line, the Cash App number. That the Cash App stays open. I don't close it because I control that Cash App. So, but the number is 919-949-7131. Get on the Cash App line and just support, man. Like I said, $10, $5, anything will show. Anything will show. And the good thing is once you send except if you don't want your name to be called, but that credit will be given to you properly. We want to know our sponsors. So please visit the Cash App. At least, man, please. Look, my plan is to come on here tomorrow and just do 1 hour fundraising for the network. But I'm still discussing that with Teacher Live behind the scene. Please, guys. I'm trying to rally those of you who are in the diaspora. Some of y'all are seeing you watching me. Guys, man, today Friday is payday. Please, y'all come on and support. your comment and support. Any late $25, man, will be appreciated big time, massively. But let me do my closing. Again, bro. I see that cup, it can get empty, my man. That cup not getting empty. I hear you. That family issue with little. By the way, it's been a good show. Let me say big thanks to my brother in studio, Newton, for controlling the show. Also, again,
I
our
come in
listeners.
here before you end because when you just made mention of that water and apple juice, that water, they're not that because you made mention. Hey, disclaimer to people watching that water and apple juice because the LRB people you're going to carry news. Mm-hmm.
But they need to pay you for that free advertisement because the company needs you too, so the advertisement. But anyway.
The way you bring it up, that's what I want to show you.
I know, right? I know. But it's been a good show. Again, let me say thanks to our listening audience via social media, Radio Land. But look, again, I just want to extend our condolences to Auntie Joel for the loss of her son. We say take heart, man. We know what it means to lose a loved one. Talk less of your son. We will say, may God be with you. And I also want to call on the people of Grand there. Don't accept anything less. The chairman who was speaking just now, please get in my inbox. Get in my inbox. Let me call you or let me send you a message so we can link up. All right. Get in my inbox. His name is Leo Montgomery. All right. Just get in my inbox so you can get with Newton. Newton will send my contact. Okay. So please, the people are fighting hard to erase George Weah's legacy, but it will not start from Grand Jide. It shouldn't start from Grand Jide. And because we know you people are decent people, are loving people. Furthermore, you guys love the former president. This is the time to speak up. All right. And the hospital is not even the former president's name. The president is only honoring one of your own sons, for which you guys must also stand up for. It should not take a foreigner, Jeremiah Kun, to come from somewhere else to come and infiltrate into your system. All right. Lastly, for me, I also want to speak on this whole recovery team, the JMB government. There's always a last bus stop. Claire, it's a no-go zone. It's a no-go zone. I'm calling all Sidicians. I'm calling all Weahians. I'm calling every well-meaning Liberian. If you've never stood up for anything to put your foot down for injustice, this is the time for you to put your foot down and say, no, not this one. If you want to eat pepper, if you want to sit down, eat pepper and bust it, try it. Try it. Like Akara said, like the general said, if you want to see the masses of Liberians revolting against a situation, this should be an example. Y'all go try it. So with that, I have nothing much to say. It's been a good show. Happy Friday to you all. And can't wait to get back here again on Friday. Again, thank you, Newton. Thank you, my brother, bro. Keep getting drunk, my man, on the show. Go ahead.
All right, Leo. Thank you. It was nice joining us tonight. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the sacrifice you continue to make for our country. We really, really appreciate. Thank you so kindly for joining us tonight on this edition, and we look forward to seeing you on this edition.
Thank you. Let me come in. Leo, thank you so much, my brother. You see, the Claho Foundation part of no-go zone, that in a fiasco. We know that. Now we just open the eyes of what went on in Grand Jide part with respect to erasing those legacy, with respect to memorial, using or Jeremiah Kun to do that. Now, let me tell you the solution, how it can work. Even before President Weah comes back to power in 2013, you still have the right to maintain the name on our hospital. This is how you can do it. Stage a massive protest in Grand Jide. Immediately report the name on the hospital, say Grand Jide Hospital, or whatsoever name they put there, say that name must be changed. If that name is not changed, no citizen of Grand Jide will go to the hospital. Simple as ABC. When all of the Grand Jideans can decide and take that step, they will be forced to put Samuel Kanyan Doe name on the hospital. Period. Just tell them, say, you just come out, your protest, you say the name Samuel Kanyan Doe you get on the hospital. If you're in doing, no Grand Jidean will go to that hospital. Period. That's just all. Simple as ABC. They will change it. Sometimes, let me tell you, people, my people. You know, sometimes when I talk some critical thing, I let it provide solution because every critical thing me at the school, I get solution for it. That's the first solution there. The other solution I talk about, a long-term solution when we are coming back in China, but until that time, you know how many years, 4 more years, demand now for it to be changed. Period. The other issue with the yellow machine, I want to tell you something to you. Let's spoke on it. The yellow machine, they ain't bringing no correct yellow machine. We live in the West. Don't mind them, they're lying to you. Everything you see they bringing in as also huge machine that they put pin. And you see your boss they bring for MPA that laying Jackie. Can a new ball lay Jackie? The other man said that because the road cripple, so that why they ball do Jackie. You think they know when ball says doing Jackie? Nothing good. And they just took some yellow machine from the BTC Barry. They say they want to transfer that lot. That same machine they want recycle. They will come back to display that same machine to you. You know the people they are BM, they own tactics. They will display the yellow machine just arrived that they see recycle telling it on. So don't mind them. They are criminals. Then the next thing I want to tell you about is that young man who you see where they raping, where they going, they bought boys them all around the place. Just be careful with your children. Just be careful with your children. And Leo, let me say something. Everybody, all of the Liberians that always listen to the show, they listen to the show. What are they not going to wear? They're going to wear their times. There is no valuable, even when you can get, they can be paying you 1 million. But to talk for your country, it can never, the 1 million can never be valued about talking about your country. There is no money that value compared to talking about your country. The only reason why you see we can appear on the show sometimes to say, oh, because I hear something, which is a good thing. Oh, you see, brother, they need their time. They need their time. No time value. The only reason why we can do it because our country is suffering, so we got to be helping our people, so we got to be fighting to look for money to send it back home. But real life, no money is important as compared to talking for your country. But when water dry, what we do, you got to also. That's all reason. But no time or no money is important as compared to giving your time to speaking for your country. So our appearance here is no regret. We get nothing. We can even spend 5 hours here. It do nothing to affect our life because our life we must dedicate it to our country for our next generation. From the beginning of the show, you even said it that some of us may not be living to see the benefit of what we are talking today. So these are some of the things. And you see the unstable electricity, one day I will come to a little bit provide some clarity on it because these are some of the work some of us do here in the field of electricity. So people today, you're not getting current normal. The other day, someone working on the radio, he was providing some clarity about how Cote d'Ivoire, they sold current back to Cote d'Ivoire and people were laughing at him. It's just because of ignorance. It's just looking like, let me tell you today, Newton, if you buy water for 2 gallons of water and you say, you flow me 2 gallons of water in my tank, I want 2 gallons, and you only get 1 gallon to get that water, and it flow 2 gallons. When you're 1 gallon full, anybody 1 more gallon will spread, and it will be wasted. So the 1 gallon you will definitely give it to any of your neighbor or the same person that giving it to my man. Take back the 1 gallon here and give me small thing. The high electricity load, the flow of electricity in the water. Now, the only way you can, the 2 gallon, you can consume that 2 gallon, and say you have 2 gallon available, that the capacity, the amount of people that you have connected. If you not connect people, you cannot have the capacity to spread the 2 gallon of water. If you don't have the 2 gallon. So that was just a simple scenario that Samuel Tuwa wanted to display, but he's not in the field of electricity. He is an economist. So when you were explaining, I said, I was laughing at the Bravi. I said, yeah, the Bravi won't justify about staying for that understand. But in real life, if I was near him that day, I was going to give him some few ideas about how it worked. And I understood it clearly where he read it, man. But many like, bro, not understand that in the mind. When somebody say, oh, how overplug capacity, and so we get current, they will be wondering, why we don't get current? Then we get overplug current. No, it's because you never connected many people. So the current are key, it cannot set. Yes. But their mindset, they don't get that thinking. They ain't thinking on it because they ain't know about it. So That's why you see today coroner stable. And not because of two scenario, but today coroner stable because all our capacity drop. The dry season in the water not flowing like before, like the way normally if our country was advanced, have many hydro or they have reservoir to store water. Because also you see when the rain falling, there is a way you can store water in big reservoir, region level. I'm talking about the touring reservoir together where they can store it. Then when during the dry season, that reservoir you can release the water now to be entering into the turbine to be given the current, but like we're not get our money to do all the work. So these are things that we have to look at. So electricity part you will suffer for it for the whole dry season. Maybe climate change made the rain was still falling, so they were still enjoying the things that you people performing. Don't mind them. That's also criminal. They know what to do. So we want to say thanks and the Freedom Basket and other financial support to the radio station. We should always take that into consideration. It's very important. And all of us need to do that. So we want to encourage all of us that Newton, Leo, like you said, it's important. Maybe you talk to teacher like maybe one of these times we can all come out and we can fold. Everybody can be something to do. That will host a program. Maybe one of these Fridays, if teacher let not give us one day, but let us do it on one of our own Friday. Because normally teacher already gave her the time, so he doesn't have to give her another time. So we can do it one of our own Friday. And when we're doing it, let us shame one another also to be the first contributors to the process, and then we encourage other people to do it. So I think it will be very, very good. So thank you so much. And we can choose one of those Fridays to do it. My love and respect to all of our fellow classmates. As I said, I don't like to call followers, but we are all classmates. My love and respect to all of you, and we'll be back here by the grace of God another Friday. So that's it. Newton, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And hi to my brother Prince. Prince though wasn't here today. We want to say hi to Prince. Prince, when you forget about you, man, you one of the great men. We say hi to Prince though. Prince. Yeah.
So many thanks to all of you folks. That's all the time we have to be here with you. And many thanks also to our diaspora team. They are always there helping. We very appreciate all of you. Your continuous effort. You continue to render. This is about love for country. Like we always say, yes, this is our country, certainly. So we got to keep fighting for our country. So in spite of all of the difficulties, the hard times, but yet and still we keep moving. And so we just want to say we are grateful to God because He keeps us moving. He's the one who keeps people, the one who helps people, because He's a God of love. Yes, so He continues to show us love. So I want to appreciate all of you for the time. A big thank you to the great teacher Light for giving us the platform to sit here to have some interaction with you. We're so grateful. So until we join you next week, have a set of pleasant weekend. My name is Newton Tukwa. Have a set of pleasant weekend. Bye-bye.